I think by now, almost every one of you out there probably knows that the U.S. Army has chosen their new service pistol, and they chose the SIG P320. Now, I've been a big supporter of this gun for a very long time. And I'm not just saying that. I'm not someone who's just jumping on the bandwagon and can't prove it. I've made lots of videos in the past about this platform of gun. Even back when it was the SIG P250, I was a big supporter of this gun. I loved the modular design, and I thought it was going to be the wave of the future. And you know, I'm not just talking out my ass here. I can actually put links to the videos where I actually supported the gun, where I actually said everything I'm saying I said here in the upper right-hand corner of this video, and you can go check them out and you can see I have been a supporter of this platform from the very beginning. Like I said, when it first came out, I was like, this is revolutionary. I think this is the way handguns are going to go. A lot of people told me you're crazy, but I actually thought this is it. This is what's going to be the next stage in polymer gun development, this whole modular design. Turns out I was right. A lot of guns are moving to this design. The military actually wanted this type of design. There's a lot of advantages to it. There's no real negatives to it. So it really is one of the most important developments in polymer pistol technology in quite a while. Now, when the SIG P320 first came out, I was a big fan of it. Now, I actually said that it's not a big change over the 250. A lot of people were trying to portray it like the SIG P320 was this new design that was a completely new gun. And it really wasn't. It was the same chassis, the same everything as the P250. It was just striker fired instead of hammer fired. So I was a little bit upset that I tried to portray it as a whole new design and try to pretend the 250 never existed. But I still liked the 320. As a matter of fact, when I made my top 5 duty/combat guns, even though I had very little experience with the 320 at that time, I already knew that it deserved a place in the top 5. And when I made my top 5 video, it was in there. And then later when I did a video after having some experience with the ones I actually own, I own a couple of them here. I own a full size and a compact. And I've been carrying the compact for quite a while. After I had some experience with them, when I did my top 5 striker fired polymer guns video, I put the 320 at the top of the list because I definitely thought it deserved to be there. So as you can see, I've always been a big fan of the P320 and the P250. So when I heard that they were being chosen as the new service pistol, I was actually sitting at dinner with the crew from Gun Websites and Biker Bob, and I started getting emails from people telling me this is about to happen, this is about to happen. And then I got the article from the Army Times saying that it had happened. So I was actually pretty thrilled. I always thought this was a great gun. I've said for some time that the military needed to move to a more modern gun, something like a polymer gun that would be lighter and better suited for combat use. And I kind of thought they needed to move to a striker fire. They needed something that didn't have a hammer. Because when you're deploying your handgun, you don't want some tiny miniaturized hero getting in there and blocking the hammer of your gun, like in Ant-Man, where he blocked the hammer from the Glock, from falling forward so that the Glock couldn't fire when the hammer couldn't move. You don't want that to happen to you in combat, so striker fired was the way to go. So to all those people out there that are wondering what I have to say about the P320 being chosen by the Army, I just have to say, to all the Glock people. The P320 is a better gun. It's better than the FN. It's better than probably the Beretta. The Beretta APX doesn't look like it really took off anywhere. They didn't even have it at SHOT Show, so I'm not really impressed with what they were doing with that gun. So the best gun won, and I'm glad to see the best gun won because I think our combat troops, our Army, they use the best gun available, or they use nothing at all as far as I'm concerned. They deserve the best. And when it comes to a modern, reliable, competent gun, the SIG P320 is definitely that. So in the end, I think the best gun definitely won.